multiplication with fractions. Whenever we talk about multiplication of fractions, we always want to make sure our answers are reduced to the simplest forms. So let's talk about this. We have 12 over 27. Let's break down 12. 12 we know is 2 times 6. 27 is going to be what? 3 times 9. Well, 2 and 3 don't reduce, 2 and 9 don't reduce, but I do see something in 6. So let's break it down. 2 times 6. 6 is 2 times 3. And then that leaves me with 3 times 9. And we notice the 3's reduced. So let's clean this up. 2 times 2 is 4 over 9. And that's my answer. That's a proper fraction. Let's look at B. B says 30 over 9. Well, 30 we know is 3 times 10, and 9 is 3 times 3. So the 3's reduced, leaves me with 10 thirds, which this is an improper fraction. Doesn't reduce no further. So now I have 27 over 24. 27 is 3 times 9. 24, we can multiply 3 times 8 and reduce the 3's and leaves me with 9 eighths. If you ever have trouble deciphering what you're going to reduce by, just break it down all the way if you need to on the side. Just so you can see the numbers that actually reduce with each other. So I'm going to let you do D through F and reach out to me if you have any questions. All right, this next one, let's multiply. So you can multiply first and then reduce. However, the numbers are going to be big, and sometimes you'll miss a number in the reducing, in the down of the fraction. So let's go ahead and reduce it all first and then multiply. So I'm going to look at this first fraction. I got 12 over 27. I know 12 is 2 times 6 over 27, which is 3 times 9. And then I'm going to put this, I'm going to bring this multiplication down and break this other fraction down. So 30 over 9. So I have 3 times 10 over 3 times 3, because that's 9. Now, I'm going to go ahead and reduce. I see I have a 3 here and a 3 here, because remember, you reduce top number versus bottom. And what I see is this 6 right here can be rewritten as 2 times 3. So let's just clean this up. I got 2 times that 6, which is 2 times 3 over 9. And you can break the 9 down if you want. And then this 3 reduced. So we're going to do 10 over 3 times 3. And I see this 3 and that 3 will reduce. Now I'm left with cleaning up. 2 times 2 is 4, right? 2 times 2 is 4 times 10, which is 40. And then all over 3 times 9, which is 27. And that is my final answer. So let's do B. Let's break it down. The first term here is 30. So it's 3 times 10. Over 9. 9 is 3 times 3. And all times the second term, which is 4, 18. So 4 is 2 times 2. 18 is 2 times 9. So let's reduce what we can. I see this 2 reduces and these 3's reduce. Leaves me with 10 times 2 over 3 times 9. Let's multiply straight across. 10 times 2 is 20. 3 times 9 is 27. C. What happens here is that 20 over 20, or excuse me, 27 over 27 reduces, right? Leaves me with 1. Now I got 1 times 12 over 1 times 24. And now let's break that down. Well, I know 12 is 1 times 12, right? 24 is 2 times that 12. The 12's reduced, leaves me with 1. Now I got 1 over 2, and that's my final answer. So I'm going to let you do D and E. Let's jump to F. Well, I notice I have a fraction times the whole number. I'm going to put a 1 underneath the whole number. And let's rewrite everything. 27 is 3 times 9. 24 is 3 times 8. All times 6 over 1. 6 is 2 times 3. All right, my 3's here reduce. And that leaves me a 9 times 3 over. Oh, and don't forget our 2 here. Times that 2. Let's not forget this 2. All over 8. But 8 can be rewritten as 2 times 4. What happens? The 2's reduced. Leaves me with 9 times 3, which is 27 over 4. All right. Well, on G, we notice that there is no number on top that will reduce with the number on bottom. So let's just multiply straight across. 3 times 3 is 9. 4 times 5 is 20, and that's my final answer. Let's do I. So I have 1 100ths over 8 once. So 1 times 8 over 100 times 1. And we can reduce this by 2. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 50 is 100. And will 4 go into 50? That's a good question. So we can divide on the side, using long division or whatever you need to. But we do know that 4 is 2 times 2. And I know 50 is 2 times 25. It did reduce, but not by 4, but by 2. So now this becomes 1. 1 times 2 over 25. All right. I want you to try these application problems on your own, and we'll talk about them in class.